Welcome to the Entrepreneur Show. My name is Jeff, and on the program today we have Jeff Ehrenberg. He is the owner and operator of Be More Yoga in Pikesville, Maryland. Welcome to the program, Jeff.
Namaste, Jeff.
All right, man. So tell me a little bit about yourself and the company that you have.
Well, we're located in Baltimore, and we have a very authentic and comprehensive studio that really gets in touch with the real traditional practices of yoga and meditation and Ayurveda, the sort of science behind it all.
How did you get interested in doing yoga and teaching it?
I got interested in doing yoga and teaching yoga because I had a really profound experience the first time I practiced. It was out in San Francisco. I was a teenager and very cynical about the whole thing. And when I actually took part in the practice and did what the teacher said, I had an amazing, amazing experience where it left me feeling, for lack of a better term, really, really, really good for the next couple of days. And so good that I just kept trying to find that same practice, that same experience.
It's almost like being on a high.
That's exactly right.
All right, so here's the big question everybody's probably wondering. What is yoga?
Well, the literal definition of yoga is union or to yoke together. The traditional terminology would be to yoke a horse to a carriage, if you will. So we start to look at it as this sort of union, if you will. Maybe between mind, body, and spirit would be a good way to describe it.
All right, why is yoga so popular these days?
Well, I guess because it makes you feel so good, and that's the real bottom line with it. If you go to a practice that has even bits of authenticity in it, it should leave you feeling really good on the inside and out.
So tell me, Jeff, how can yoga change a person's life?
Well, it really starts to change your life by giving you a less distracted perception of the world around you and even of yourself. So you start to see with more clarity, and you act with a greater sense of less confusion, if you will.
All right, what do you like most about what you do? I mean, is it the teaching? Is it just learning things every day?
Well, I definitely enjoy the educational side of it, and I do take part in constant education. But really the best part is the healing that you get to provide for other people. When you see them leaving the class and they're just shining and glowing, and even sometimes when they tell you about how they get amazing doctor reports and they say that it's because of you and the yoga, there's nothing better. It just makes you feel so good.
It's just like it's very rewarding for you.
It really is. That's what keeps me going.
How long have you been teaching yoga professionally?
Professionally, I've been teaching yoga for about a decade.
Okay. Who are some of your heroes, your idols, people that you follow, in the yoga industry?
Well, the first yogi that really turned my light on, if you will, was Ram Dass. And I still follow him every day. He sends out messages online, and his messages really keep me going. But I also follow the people from the Bihar School of Yoga in India and the Himalayan Institute in America.
All right. So what do you do in your spare time? Obviously, I'm sure this consumes a lot of your time being an owner and operator and teacher and parent and husband. What do you do?
Right.
Yeah. What do you do in your spare time?
Well, I love to take the wife and kids out for a hike. I love to go on bike rides and, of course, to the beach. And also I do a little bit of mountain activities, snowboarding and skiing, things like this.
All right. So it seems like you're real outdoors, don't like to be inside, just want to be like one with nature and at peace, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that is definitely a good way to describe it. And if nothing else, we do the yoga so we can enjoy the aspects of life that we take part in.
All right. Why do other people, fail and you find yourself that you're succeeding in your field?
Well, I think if you really work from sincerity, you're bound to succeed. But there's also an equation that they talk about in yoga that involves unlocking your vitality, using intuition, courage, stamina, and determination. And all these things combined, as you can sort of tell, is, really a wonderful mixture to provide success in whatever endeavor you're looking for, whether it's professional or relationship or otherwise.
All right, here's the big question. What's the formula? What's that magic formula that you have for success?
Well, like I said, I really do think it's about sincerity. And when you're sincere about what you do, whether it's yoga or anything else, you keep yourself educated and you really strive to be, the best at, what you do, especially in terms if you give the practice to somebody else. You really want to make sure you're giving it in the best way possible.
All right, so here's a question that may throw you off guard. Obviously, this is an entrepreneur show, people that own their own businesses. What's one thing that you can tell other entrepreneurs about starting up a business that maybe you have learned?
Well, that's a great question. I would say make sure you have a very solid business plan. And for someone like myself, I actually had somebody else help me because I am so immersed in yoga that I found someone who was a professional in the business world to really sort of help me along, sort of hold my hand along the way.
All right, so, with being in yoga, how do you maintain a good mental attitude?
Well, I think, maintaining a good mental attitude is really about just being aware of your behavior patterns and really not giving in to reactions. So rather than working off of the reactions of your mind and body and external stimuli, you work more from intention. And really, if your intention is to be at peace, even if you have emotional waves of something other than peace, the intention seems to always bring you back to that place of peace, which is always there underneath all the different fluctuations that can occur inside and outside.
Last but not least, Jeff, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, we have a website, www.bemoreyoga.com, BMOREYOGA.com, and the phone number is area code 410-627-4597.
All right, well, I'd like to thank Jeff Ehrenberg, owner and operator of Be More Yoga in Pikesville, Maryland. Jeff, thanks for being on the program.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Namaste.